With respect to the just concluded closed session and to the best of each member's knowledge, only public business matters lawfully exempted from open meeting requirements under the Virginia Freedom of Information Act, and only such business matters as were identified in the motion by which the closed meeting was convened were heard, discussed, or considered in the meeting by the town council. This calls for a roll call vote. Oh, yeah, Mr. Stevens.
Mr. Stevenson?
Yes.
Ms. Togle?
Yes.
Mr. Lindsay?
Yes.
Ms. Boyd?
Yes.
Mr. McLaughlin?
Yes.
And Mr. Smith is absent.
Okay. And, is there any?
Is there any motions coming out of closed session?
I would like to make a motion that we clarify one thing from earlier, that we will not be making any edit or doing any editing to the audio recordings that we make of the meeting that will be posted online.
So she wants to amend
She amended her motion. Do I have a second? All in favor, vote aye. Motion passes. Do I have any council concerns? Anyone?
Mr. Mayor, as legal counsel, let me take this thing off. No council member asked for this, but I would introduce a legal suggestion to council, and I'm not, if anybody has any interest in this, but I've noticed significant heavy truck traffic on our along Cedar Valley Drive, and there are ample opportunities for those trucks to go alternate directions. It is possible for the town to pass an ordinance in conjunction with the Commonwealth Transportation Board that prohibits heavy trucks on Cedar Valley Drive between the areas they actually operate.
They did well.
So if any council member, I just want to present this for council share.
So we could actually ask them to take a left at the trestle there and go up to the red lights and then go
You know,
down.
we can make that an ordinance and put a fine on it, actually. It would, you know, obviously the use of these trucks on our street, and again, this is my observation, nobody's advocated this, but introduce additional wear and tear, a lot of, and they're really dirty.
You know,
I think they're dangerous personally, you know, especially when school releases, you know, even walking up the street, you know, I walk my dog, you know, I run into this a lot, you know. But it is possible, so I would just put this out there for consideration for council. If any member has any interest in that, they can take it up next meeting or call me if they have some interest, then there can be a vote.
In Brad Rattle's defense, Mr. McLaughlin, that when those trucks are running overloaded and they make that curve there at my parents' furniture store, they mash that asphalt all the way over. I mean, it's just so heavy, it tears the roads up. That's always messed up there. It would be great if they could just take a left and go up to the red lights, then go back down through the cuts.
We've discussed that in the past, and Johnny Smith said he could talk to somebody at the mine and have them do that in a heartbeat.
Oh, really?
But the problem was, apparently they talked to him and they said, we can't make the turn because when we get up there, maybe you guys have heard this too, this is their excuse. When they turn right, they say their truck body's gonna be like this with a load of coal on it. They're worried about turning over it.
Yes, I understand.
Where at?
That's up here where they have to go left, go to the traffic light, and it'd be really to their advantage because by the time they would hit this hill down here, they'd have speed up and wouldn't have to go crawling up through there. They'd be flying on up the hill.
Yeah,
But
they have to
that's
turn
their
around
excuse
up
for
there
not
Yeah.
doing it.
They can't go.
That's
Makes
gonna be their
sense. I
excuse.
understand.
Where's that coal coming from? Ammonite?
I guess it's from over in there somewhere, I'm sure.
31 Highway.
But we have talked about that, Brad, in the past. We certainly have. That doesn't mean we can't continue to talk about it, but
I don't have a recommendation anyway at all with that. I
They
just,
can't take a right there, Jane? Is it just,
What he's saying is when they get up here to the red light, if they're going back this way, they can't turn. This way,
Because
if they
the
go
slope.
through, if they go through
The
town, they
slope.
get on the exit and they got a straight shot on
Oh, I
the
got
line.
understood.
That's
Yeah.
their problem.
Yeah, I understand that. My dad was a trucker and I drove trucks, so I understand what you're saying with that.
And well, when he first mentioned it earlier, I was kind of in my head, I mean, it's a nice idea, but I remember Daddy hauling off of up there and he always went through town. So
Right.
now it makes sense
That'd
why.
be-
Well, why can't they go just right on down and go across the other way that brings you out of Pounding Mill?
whereas they're going toward.
oh, right there, that road's
If they're
too
coming
dangerous.
out of Busthead and all of that,
That road's too dangerous, going across Smith Bridge, that Green Acres.
is that right? Yeah.
That's a dangerous road,
It's dangerous for vehicles, let alone trucks.
yeah.
Which my daddy probably just liked to blow at me when he was high.
It's true.
I'm sure that was it.
But he always went that way.
But that's all I had, Mr. Mayor, thank you.
Yes, sir. Any other council concerns? Do I have a motion to adjourn this meeting?
I make a motion, we adjourn.
I second it.
I have a motion and a second to adjourn this meeting. All in favor, vote aye.
Aye.
Motion passes.
Yeah, they have to do it.